That's just the way it is. Good morning. I am here for a good time, not a long time. But I want to say good morning to all the beautiful people joining and hitting the like button if you like me and still listening if you don't. That's your damn business. But good morning. How you doing, that one? I think this is my first stream of the new year. I could be wrong, but I believe it is. And y'all know when I be in grown folk business, it moves me to add my little 2 cents. And I do have 2 cents. They not shiny coins, but they're my coins. So I'm gonna use them to insert myself like I naturally do because that's my damn business. Now, I've been in some bushes because I can't get over hearing about the Romika and the Holly case. And I've actually been in other sagas, such as the Clapoose, I think they call them. I've been enjoying the Clapoose saga like a mug. I've been summer everywhere, talking about this girl with her big bird boots and, Pap upstairs. Happy New Year. Hey, Shante, Happy New Year to you as well. I have been enjoying that saga because there's a few different reasons why. One, both parties of the Clapoose saga are alive. Um, Two, it's entertaining celebrities, gossip. These people don't know us in real life, child. We just speaking on what they like to put out in the public. But I must admit, the people I do support are speaking on the Romika and the Holly case. And it is so disheartening with some of the stuff that I've been seeing. I'm too appalled. And at what happened last night, a lot of you might be aware. I think Jeannie was over there hollering because, they disrespecting her channel. And then you got, Amora with the manipulation. Some things never change. And I wish people realize that. I don't even think it's the case anymore with people's behavior. And that's why I wanted to come live and add my 2 cents. I've been watching from the sidelines. I don't add very much commentary to this case, and there's a reason. I tell people all the time, it hits way too close to home. My cousin passed the exact same way as Romika, the exact same way as Romika. And thank God his case was not so big to where people are saying disgusting things about him being deceased. And some of the things that's being said about Romika from the people that claim to have age and wisdom, it's so disheartening. Last night, listen, Shantae. You know what? I just want me a Clarissa anyway because I got student loans and child. I heard she over there paying for people. Look now, look. Don't get me started, cause I will drag that lady with them big bird boots, messing with her married boyfriend. Y'all leave me alone now, cause I ain't gonna drag her ass till later. But I was in Jeannie and all of them business. You know what I'm saying? I really don't even support these people, but I just see how fake a lot of people do move. And people pretend like they don't see it. And I just pretend with them. Y'all don't see it. I don't see it neither. Okay, cool. People play crazy. Let me play crazy too. But some things really do never change. And a lot of people are bringing up the little truth saga, right? Which has absolutely nothing to do with the Romika case. But I see why people are bringing up that saga. And I wanted to pinpoint the fact that if we all remember how that lady came out here defending Brianna, it was not with good intent. It was not with good intent. It was not with good intent. So much so, people were faking receipts. People were lying about images. People were, you know, putting DV on multiple people, saying all kinds of people is dealing with nonsense in their relationship, just being outright nasty in the public. Unfortunately, we all see that her supporters giving her money is what boosts this behavior. Now, what baffles me is when people say things like, if you don't like me or like what I'm saying, why are you over here? Why do you care about what I'm saying if this is happening, that is happening? That is manipulation. And I hope people recognize that. And I'm glad that people still call her out on her nonsense. Neo doesn't care for me. I don't care for her either. But she's been doing a very good job in pinpointing a lot of the stuff people miss. Because we all can call that lady bald head until the day we die. We can call that lady all type of ignorant, stupid, dumb. We can call her whatever name, right? Because I'm drag Clarissa, but that doesn't stop the fact that I love the fact that she's a boxer, a good boxer at that. She's good at what she does. This is not the same as Amora and how she handles the people that are closest to her. A lot of the stuff I heard, which is in third party, meaning I was on the bushes listening to somebody, third party. So I didn't get firsthand whiff of what was going on. I only got third hand. And that third hand told me the manipulation is so strong to the point where this woman purposely took Holly's side just so she can have content and combativeness. The only reason she took Brianna's side is so that she can have control and create combativeness. This is pattern recognition. If you don't recognize someone's patterns, they'll jip you, they'll scam you, they'll get you. Because to them, you didn't see me do it the last time. So you're not going to recognize when I do it again and again and again and again and again and again. Well, the question I beg to ask now, since some things never change, who's next? Because let's be very real here. People pass on every day. Every day. People are taken from this world, and some people leave this world naturally. Some people leave this world through sickness. But when their life is taken, you have someone blatantly taking the side of the person that took a life. And not only that, they're demonizing those that sympathize with the one whose life was taken away. If that's not a mental illness, I could be wrong. I've never seen nothing like this before in my life. People, in people relationship business, we get it, right? Because y'all cutting up, on the internet, putting your business out here. The girl Kiki Jones, we all in her business with her husband. We in a couple of people business, but guess what? They're not deceased and no one took their life away. Okay? That's the difference here. Nobody respects the dead over there. Let me make sure I pinpoint that. Over there. Some of the stuff saying that she's eating worms and dirt, saying that her supporters will eat the same dirt she's eating, stuff like that. You have to ask yourself, just because you're getting money or giving money, how does that make you like of importance to even say something like that? Some of these people have lost children, grown children, younger children, parents, siblings, and they think that that is okay to do that off of one person who's been a master manipulator on this internet, period, for years now. I don't care how many paragraphs they write. I don't care about the 3 years ago I came out here because I saw people coming at a young lady, and it's people coming at a lot of different young ladies. You're not standing up for them. You don't even stand up for women in DV situations, period. I would know. So in this specific case, because I noticed big bloggers are not really blogging on this case like that. They've mentioned it and then they move on. But when people get stuck and stagnant in this one case, it just tells me the intentions are not clear. How many times are people going to say, you know, she was shot and she fell and there was blood, unfortunately, and crying and people were in awe? How many times can we say that? If you take yourself back, if you were in the LaTruth saga, how many times could somebody say, he did do this to her. He did do what she did lie. She said he had a gun. She said, how many times? How many times? How many times? It's hard to support that. And I'm just keeping it real for me. 2026, I ain't sugarcoating nothing. I'm not going to keep supporting the same rhetoric over and over and over. I would hope people didn't support the same rhetoric from me. So far, some of the facts that are out there, they're out there. Thank you so much, that one, for becoming a member and supporting the channel. Truly appreciate that. Y'all know I don't be consistent. I'm working on something. It take time. And y'all know I ain't in competition with nobody, so I'm going to take my time. And if you like me, you'll take the time with me. So thank you so much for joining. But I want people to really, really hone in on that case and allowing the law to handle that case. It's very traumatizing to some people, including me. Now, I can't tell people what they can and cannot speak on, but I want people to see what happens when people drag a situation that shouldn't be dragged. Look at how many people are separating, or connections are separating, because they're so bullheaded. So bullheaded. If Amora didn't come out here and present herself as the know-it-all, as the wise, woman over everyone else, I don't think the case would have gone this way. She didn't come out here and call the people that support, Romika, and her life being taken away, and calling them stupid. And like I said, I got this from third hand out from Neo channel. If she didn't come out here saying this type of stuff, then people wouldn't feel the need to defend how they felt, because then she uses that fuel to defend how she feels. Oh, well, I said this and I said this. Oh, well, let me call the deceased. Ring, 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 ring. I'm calling the deceased. Oh, she the only one that can answer these questions. Y'all are stupid if you believe that this and then the third. That girl has a right to defend herself. Listen to this rhetoric over and over. That shit will detriment your brain. Your brain is not growing. Your frontal lobe is not progressing. Listening to that nonsense. If you stand firm in knowing that that woman's life was taken the way it was, disrespectfully, unlawfully, illegally, I don't care if you legally owned the gun, you took her life illegally, or else you wouldn't be sitting somewhere looking stupid behind bars. I stand firm in knowing what I know, right? Others may stand firm in what they know. So we don't have to argue about that. If you get what I'm saying, we don't have to argue about that. What is there to argue about? A woman's life was taken. Somebody's behind bars. A court case is going to come. Don't the lady got to go to court today? Let the lady go through what she got to go through. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's to the point where it's like, dang. So you're just going to keep picking women that you fake defend for money, demonize those that go against what you say, so much so you'll disrespect your own sister publicly. Sugarcoat it a little bit. She wouldn't say her name. She wouldn't say Jeannie's name. But you'll do that to your own sister just to show and prove I'm bigger than you. And my opinion is bigger than you. And you don't agree with me. And since you don't agree with me, I'm gonna send my little lapdog after you. Some of the stuff I heard about her friend Candy, I was like, I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised. Like, do people hear this stuff? I wanted to go live last night. And I said, no, no, let me sleep on it. Let me sleep on it, because the case is too traumatic for me. It really is. That's why I just leave it where it's at. That doesn't mean I don't change my stance or where I am with it. I'm, standing with Romika, period. Her life was taken in the manner that a lot of other people have lives have been taken, with a pew pew. The pew pew is what's, the problem. And the people that's using the pew pew, the problem. So listening to the people that defend this nonsense, it's just outrageous. Some things never change. This woman did this 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 1 year ago, doing it today, 2026. After repeatedly saying, I'm gonna grow, I'm gonna grow, I'm gonna grow, I'm gonna grow. I'm not gonna go back and forth with you. You gotta pay me some money to be for me. You gotta do this. I ain't going back and forth with people smaller than me. I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. And then they turn around and do it again. Now, a lot of y'all know I don't give a damn about no Jeannie. I don't care about no Jeannie. In 2026, I have nothing bad to say about Jeannie. I have nothing bad really to say about anyone. Just calling out the facts. But a lot of the ill will I carried for a lot of people, I left that in 2025. 2026, we just calling out the facts. At the end of the day, you cannot manipulate people, everybody, into thinking that they're stupid and you're the smart one. Jeannie almost, to me, stood up for herself in the ways of calling out the nastiness, but it wasn't directed at the person that set it up for me. I listened to a little bit of it on Neo's, and she was calling out Candy, but I wish she would have called out a lot of the little sneaky stuff that Amora's doing to her as well. She didn't. That is between them. They probably talk about that behind the scenes. But over a case of a person that's deceased and another person that's a murderer, that's weird. Does anybody else not see that as weird? There shouldn't be no turmoil over somebody's passing. There really shouldn't be. You feel like you want to stand with Holly, that's fine. But don't disrespect other people that don't agree with a person taking somebody's life. It's literally that simple. It's literally that simple for me. But it's not that simple for other people. Other people use the commentary for their views, their likes, for money, what have you. I get it, right? A lot of people are content creators. I get it. That's what they want to talk about. That's fine. But getting into the semantics, I just feel like that's really hurting a case that's ongoing right now. Like a lot of people, I mean, what are we talking about? The details haven't changed. It's the people's perspectives that change. What's changed about a pew pew was used, she was shot and passed away? What changed about that? We know that. So then what is there to argue about now? I think that's what I've been trying to wrap my mind around. So when y'all don't see me a lot of times in y'all chats, when y'all are speaking on a case, it's because what are we doing here? We said that already. We know Carlos ain't shit. There ain't nothing else to talk about. We know that. We know that. And you can't say we don't know that because we can see. What I don't know is what really happened, when she was pew pew. I was not there. And I don't want to know the ins and outs of that. Because she is not the only one who's lost her life. Sad the way that she did, but she is not the only one. So I won't have my world revolve around that. And that's what I'm seeing. People's worlds are revolving around that. They can't sleep at night, can't eat, can't breathe. Unless they come out here and I gotta tell you, you know, it's like, for what? What are we doing that for? Why are we doing that? Looking at them last night, look at these fools. The boomerang effect ain't no joke. It really ain't. It really ain't. But this is what happens when you fake, into a cult. When you fake a sisterhood. When you fake that everybody over there thinks the same way, and y'all are smarter than the average person, and y'all are wiser than the average person. Those types of things happen. Those types of things happen. I've been warning people about cults since 2024. Literally. Literally. I've been warning people about groupthink since 2024. Literally. I seen it coming. But I didn't see the Genie and the Mora debacle. I didn't see that coming. I didn't see that one coming. Because I thought there was two peas in the pod, job. But like how I just said for them, I don't know everything. And I'm glad I don't. That gives me more room to grow, more room to learn, more room to actually change, make change, be the change that I would prefer to see. It shouldn't be a back and forth between the same parties what is this, like every 3 years now? This shit is like some Jeepers Creepers type stuff. Don't Jeepers Creepers come like every 21, 28 years or something? Don't Pennywise come every 27 years? What are they going to do? They're going to find somebody new to target every 3 years and make a whole new saga for another. So we're basically going to be in this saga, I guess, for another 3 years, when people can just really respect the fact that I find your actions, you know, disheartening. Like that one said, disrespectful. Hey, Miss Foxy, thanks for being here. Disrespectful. Like that one said, disrespectful, loud and wrong. I can respect that about another person and just simply leave it at that. I know Amore ain't got it all. That baby ain't got it all. And y'all know that baby ain't got it all. We don't have to keep going on and on and on and on and on and on about it. Just watch. If you're silent and you're watching a person, you can listen to them slip up 1,001 times. You can hear the nonsense, you can hear the lies a mile away. It won't even shock you. People that behave the way Amora does, it's not shocking. There's people that behave that way all the time. I thought a celebrity boxer messing with a married man was shocking. Parading around a married man was shocking. Even that's not shocking. Even that. Hell, women messing with married men every damn day. But that don't mean I'm not going to drag her little stinking ass out. I'm meals too. But with that case is so sensitive. I wish people handled it like glass. Handle it with care. Because they think that's cute. Some of the stuff I saw, I was like, y'all think that's cute to even say that about someone deceased. Lord have mercy. But I can't go and tell them, y'all stupid and retarded. I feel the way I feel about them Negroes over there. I sure do. I feel how I feel about them. They know how I feel about them. But that don't mean I gotta go live no every day to say that same thing. Because Shantae, I'm telling the truth, good. I don't gotta keep doing that. Hell, I've learned something from the LaTruth saga. Something very important lessons there. And it just saddens me that those women that are older than me in that aspect have not learned anything. They've learned nothing. I saw somebody being bullied 3 years ago, and I just had to insert myself and demonize everybody for 3 whole years. Oh, I found a new person. Her name is Holly, and she took somebody's life. Ain't no way in the hell somebody, God forbid, could ever do anything like that to Mora or her children, and she would have that same sentiment. That's why y'all gotta know this shit is a play. It's a game. Come on now. Y'all know that lady be over there doing them 12-second crying and carrying on. Probably wouldn't even be online for a while. Because she'd have to face the fact that you did this to someone that is deceased. And when that boomerang effect happens, you got to chuck it up. Period. If my cousin didn't die the same way as Romika, I don't know how I would feel about the case as far as self-defense. Because it wouldn't have hit that close to home. I'd be too far on the outside. That way, that tells me just listen. Just listen. And whatever they say, take it in. If I can give an opinion, I will, and if I can't, go on. But it's really F the Holly supporters, especially after seeing how they operate on this internet. I said it on Fees Live, and I still stand on that. Talking about some eat dirt with Ramika. Child, please. I love you too, Retha. Blah, blah, blah. You probably one of them damn Clarissa. You probably one of them Clarissa supporters. Y'all said she gonna beat me up, ain't I? Ain't that what y'all said she gonna beat me up, ain't I? Tell her let me hold one of them big bird boots. I'll leave her alone. I'm dragging her ass later. I'm gonna get her later. Because that live she did, sure. This ain't really about her. This is just about, the overall as far as where I come from, the LaTruth saga, and just noticing that things just don't change. To me, at this point, I feel like people just find stuff to argue about, y'all. They just want to argue and argue. Then people had the nerve, before I get off here, people had the nerve to say, people only support Romika to have something against Amora. If that is not self-centeredness, if that is not delusion, how can one sympathize or even empathize with someone losing their life the way they did publicly, broad daylight, in the street, irregardless of who pulled the trigger? A person lost their life. How can you say somebody is only supporting them to go with who? Her? Who is she? This woman is not even a big blogger. Am I missing something? I don't see 16,000 views on a lot of her stuff. That's just me. Now, she may or may not have 16,000 in her bank account. I don't know. I know I got the amount of my subscribers in my bank account. So I'm going to talk my shit right there. But I just don't understand that. Why would people choose to sympathize with somebody that lost their life because of this woman? Because they want to go against this woman? That is stupid. That is stupid. Notice I didn't say the person that said that is stupid. It's given delusional. But that statement is stupid. You the humans, the humans, the humans, the humans, the humans. I've been studying people for so long, and I still just don't even understand. And then look at the small world that they are literally operating in. As big as YouTube is, as big as this world is, as big as your community is, as big as the city you live in is, you think somebody needs to support a deceased woman, beautiful deceased woman. Unfortunately, I have to put deceased there. You think somebody needs to support her just to go after her? See, that's the devil. See, I almost called her somebody ain't got no business. I'm gonna retract. Hold on. Let me hold my lips. Mm-mm. Coughing, say the wrong thing. I was gonna call her all type of nope and hold my lip. Mm-mm. 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 See, I need my crayon. See, I need my crayon. I need to hold my crayon and remind me. I don't want to insult. I just want to call out the facts. A lot of the stuff that's being said is delusional. A lot of the stuff that's being said is stupid. I mean, nobody beefs with somebody else over the deceased just so they can beef with somebody. You couldn't pay me to support somebody just so I can go after Amora. She's never that important. Why do people put a very weird importance on certain people? I don't understand that. I've never understood that. And yes, before I hit this end button, when you are telling people why you over here listening to me, why you, because I don't go over there, I don't ride down your street. Last time I rode down your street was in 2025. Thank you, Jesus. But telling people, this, you're coming over here listening, you shouldn't be listening to me and all this other stuff, that's manipulation. You only basically saying to the people, aka, why y'all won't let me manipulate my people in peace? Why you won't let me take their money in peace? Why y'all won't let me tell them lies in peace? So what if it's lies? That's not your business. Stay over there where you're at. I want to be able to talk the way I want to, call the deceased, harass people, but claim they're harassing me. I want to bully the people that support, someone that lost their life. And y'all shouldn't be bothered by what I'm doing. No, you're giving people a reason to go after you, because if you're claiming that you're this blogger and you want to have influence, why are you influencing the people under you with that type of rhetoric? Why are you entertaining them with lies? Why are you giving them wrong information? Why are you not coming out here and holding yourself accountable as you should? Why are you not coming out here and correcting when you're getting it wrong? Why are you not giving people prompts when they got it right and you didn't? That's why people arguing with you, child. Simple 1, 2, 3 type stuff. Damn, why we gotta go around the tree, through the circle, down the street for one simple thing? You know how these people coming at you. You chose, Holly, to go after the people that naturally support somebody that lost their life. You chose to do that. You know you empathize with this woman. You know you are disheartened by her life being taken away. But in order for you to keep your money, in order for you to keep control, you're doing this. And so for me, because I don't give grown people, they older than me. I ain't giving them no advice. I'm just calling it out from how I see it. I feel like, Jeannie should speak how she feels for me directly. The way she was hitting those points when I heard her speaking to Amora and basically calling out those lies when she was saying it, I felt like, she really could have drove that home and stood on business and then keep growing her channel how she do. Point blank, period. But, the supporters are not going to let her do that. So that's just how it is. Hey, Queen Unique. I'm trying to tell you, Queen, you look, baby, that's me. Every damn time I say, let me color. Let me color. Because what we doing, child? What we doing? She said, child, if I hear that one more time, like how people that care about a woman losing her life have anything to do with her, they really think it's about her. Oops, my bad, y'all. But that is insane to me. That's what I was trying to understand. I was only just trying to understand that part. Why would somebody support the deceased just to come after you, of all people? Of all people. Of all, they just support Ramika to go after him. What does that even mean? So because she like peanut butter and jelly, and I make a turkey sandwich, I just made a turkey sandwich so I could shade her because she eat peanut butter and jelly. That what you saying? Huh? So she be wearing them little genie hats on her head. The I love genie. You rub the little genie lamp. She be wearing them genie lamp hats on her head. And so I go wear a baseball cap, but I just put on a baseball cap to shade her. Like, make it make sense. Like, maybe I'm just missing something. That's why I bring this to the forefront. Why? I don't know everything. I could be missing it. Maybe she did come out here and, heavy quotation marks, hold herself accountable for the bull crap she be doing. Maybe she did, psych. She never did. But I'm just saying, like, that is the time where we can debate and say, nope, Brina, you wrong. She did do this and this. And like, you know what? I need to go. Not everybody has that capability. Not everybody is able to check thyself. I'm very good at that. That's why I don't be giving a damn what people say about me. I'm good now, baby. I check myself. But I wish they did the same. Especially if you're gonna say you're a big blogger making all of this money. You're manipulating the people, and now you coming at your own sister because you knew the lady didn't agree with you from the beginning. You knew she was Team Romika from the beginning. You same as Neo and Breakroom as well. But when people do not get along with that cult, you might as well put your arm on the chopping block and let them cut it off. You no longer belong. So people should look within, you know, look within, see what you're entertaining, see what you're putting into your thought process. I had to hop off, Neo's her bushes. I ain't jump because I might break my leg, but I did leave her bushes. It got too much. I think she was listening to a members live, so the public couldn't hear it. But just by what the women were saying on her panel, it's the same. And so I began with some things never change. I end with that. Y'all see pattern recognition. Y'all see what the lady's been doing, lying and manipulating. It's nothing new. So at this point, when she's doing stuff like calling the deceased, hell yeah, put her on blast. That video is still on my Facebook. It's not coming down. Period. It's still on my Facebook. I still want people to see what she did. And that's just that. I leave it at that. I don't need to put it everywhere. It's exactly where I wanted it at. That's that. But mm, mm, mm. She said, to be honest, I don't give a damn about her ass or her supporters. It's you know, she said people were supporting Romika before she even started talking about it. Right, which is why I recognized the manipulation when she said, why do y'all care about what I'm saying? If y'all this and that, then why do y'all worry about what I'm saying? No, lady, like, you're calling people stupid and dumb and stuff, and then you had the nerve to use your phone to call someone that can't answer. Yeah, we dragging your ass for that. But that's really all I can, come for you for, because other than that, I know you about gone up there. I know you ain't got it all. So it ain't really nothing to argue about. I know. That elevator stopped at 2, and that's it. And that's it. I ain't insulting you. But if you take it as an insult, then you need to go check yourself. Because you know what I'm speaking is facts. You have not been acting right in this world when it comes to certain black women on this internet, and you use their name to pretend that you're protecting them, when we all know you just using that name to build momentum. Every time you talk about something that people don't care about, they're not there. So you go back to the insults and the crazy, what your supporters are used to. They're used to you demonizing anyone in opposition. So you run back to what you're used to. Nothing new. I just wish people, if you're on your way to work, because I'm about to get off of here, if you're on your way to work, and you're driving in your car and you got your radio on, if you're in your house, you're about to make breakfast, if you're getting ready to, start your day, put on Tupac Changes for me. Just put on Tupac Changes for me. Listen to what he really was saying. Take that. Take that, because, he lost his life with a pew pew too. You know, she might as well be over there upholding anybody that's out here using pew pew to take people's life, child. But she just choose certain black women that she knows she can manipulate and control. She manipulated and controlled Brianna, and I'm pretty sure now she over there trying to manipulate and control Holly. And I wouldn't be surprised if she was talking to this woman on that. You have a collect call from Chicago jail. State your name at the beep. Hey, Amore, it's Holly. To accept this call, press 1. Hey, I've been defending you on YouTube, and the stuff these people are saying about you is just so crazy. You pulled that trigger, rightfully so, girl. When you pulled that trigger, you should have pulled it 100 more times, girl. You should have did this, girl. You should have did that, girl. But don't worry. I'm gonna drag the hell out of these people. I'm gonna piss them off until they can't be pissed off no more. Because they love me. They obsessed with me. They care about everything I talk about, no matter what I'm talking about. Girl, I even called Romika so I could show them. I can't ask questions to the deceased. My supporters are backing you 100%. Anybody not supporting you, I'm gonna call their ass out. Oh, we only got 30 more seconds. Thank you so much, Mr. Moore. I'll probably try to call another time. Okay, honey, let me know if you need anything. I'll put something on your books. Okay, can you tell Carlos, Carlos, I can call him three-way because they said you're not allowed to call him like that. I'll call him three-way for you. You want me to call him three-way for you? We ain't got but 20 more seconds. Let me see if he hurry up and answer. Nope, Carlos with a man. Um, he ain't answer. So phone just ring, 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 ringing. And then the lady comes back on the phone and goes, your call is about to expire. To continue this call, boop, boop, boop. And then they hang up. And then she come on live. Hey, how you doing? How y'all doing? Yeah, let me tell you, I know the facts. I know the facts. She was right by the car. The only reason the blood was on it, no allegedly in damn sight. I got all the facts. I got inside sources. No, you're doing the same thing you did with Brianna, child. You're doing the same thing, child. Before we know it, it'll be fake DV pictures out here on her new man or something. Hell, I don't damn know. You probably put out fake DV pictures on the sun or something. Because you out here, you wicked now. You wicked. You wicked now. You know. I like this new jacket you got. This new genie hat you got. I love genie hat you got. You tried it. You tried to rebrand, baby, but the pattern recognition don't change. I know your ass over there talking to that girl behind the scenes. I knew it. That's why you come out here and speak so confident. But, whoo, child. We gonna just pray that you get it together and mm-hmm, um, leave that girl alone, okay? Just because you secretly taking her calls behind the scenes does not make you of importance. And just because you talking to her man, her man, her man, her man, her baby, don't mean nothing neither. With his fat lip and his extra black eye and his bulletproof vest. Shout out to Break Room for shouting that out. Don't nobody give a damn child. Leave that lady and her damn man alone. Leave them people alone. That girl is going to serve time for what she did. No matter how much time, she will serve time like she's doing right now. Might even be time served, but stop demonizing people that sympathize with the dead and stop disrespecting the dead. And y'all stop arguing about what y'all know, okay? Because y'all knew it. Y'all knew it. Hell, y'all don't need 100 people to tell you what you know. Everybody know what 1 plus 1 is 2. But I don't think y'all need to join 100 different lives to hear how 1 plus 1 equal 2. We already know. Child. But I'm going to be good. And I'm going by my business. And y'all have, hey, Miss Lasonda, how you doing? She said, Lord, let me get them crayons back and throw in a life alert bracelet. I'm just saying, y'all know that's how the conversation went. Y'all know that's how the conversation went. Y'all knew it. Well, I'm just saying, I got to throw out both sides, Miss Lasonder. And the only reason I say that is because I'm only going off of my understanding from my cousin. The boy that pew pew my cousin got time served, and he is free. He is not serving the life we wanted him to serve. He's not even serving 10 years, child. So I can't say for certain how they gonna do that, when they gonna do it. But with her over there playing crazy and she got the pregnancy, and looked like her leave out, like Clarissa, her leave out just been left out. I don't know why they didn't let her take that picture a little bit better on that mug shot, since she's so much better than Romika. But you know, they let her, be looking how she be looking. And yeah, she not eating them peanut butter sandwiches with the thick peanut butter. I'm talking about the peanut butter like 2 inches thick on that piece of bread. She waiting on a good time she can use the phone. And then when she get the phone, she call them more. She sure do. And the more accept all them calls. And you ain't gonna tell me nothing different. Now one of her supporters can come over here and say, you don't know what you're talking about. She ain't talking to no. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. She gonna fall in love with Holly too. Pattern recognition, it don't change. She gonna fall in love with Holly too, child. How you holding up? How's the pregnancy? How you doing? Well, I spoke to Carlos, and he said he thinking about you. He say he love you, and y'all gonna be all right. Y'all gonna. That baby had the nerve to say she just wanted to hug her man for a little bit. Romika could have drove off. Girl, that's why I say y'all gotta chill where y'all be going sometime. Cause boy, I know I get triggered. I know y'all asses get triggered. 'Cause I know I do. I be like, who says this type of stuff? But child. She said she fell in love with who she defends. She got bleep somebody looking around talking about how I'm trying. Okay, okay, okay. How you holding up? Me and my husband, we gonna become power of attorney and put some on your books. Okay. Every time she want to talk to Carlos, she just call him more. Hey, can you call Carlos on three-way for me, please? I needs to talk to him. Hell, tell me, I get them damn collect calls too. It ain't about it. It ain't with that nonsense though. By the time they gave me the damn code to get into my damn thing. All right, I really gotta go. Cause I be on here talking junk, and I'm ready to talk about Clarissa, cause that's the saga I been in. I just wanted to give my little 2 cents and speak on how some things never change. And 2026, I can't deal with them, them folks over there, child, cause they gonna find somebody else to argue about, somebody else after that to argue about, somebody else to argue with about it. And it just goes on and on and on. It's never ending. But this clappoose, and that baby was scraping that damn pot, that pan with that metal spoon, and scrambling them eggs. Clarissa, I seen somebody scramble eggs with a metal spoon before. I seen that before. Miss Dawn tried to snitch on me and say I was being messy. Miss Dawn, you leave me alone, cause I was being messy, but you leave me alone, okay? Cause only one person I seen scrape pans to scramble eggs with metal. And you seen but one person do that. So when I seen Clarissa do it, I said, yeah, I'm going to hit talk about that baby. I'm gonna drag her. Cause she ain't got no business doing that. Um, and then yeah, it's a whole bunch of stuff, child. But I done said all of that. Follow the people that are talking with common sense. Again, you know, yeah, I know that baby don't like me, but I can't be fake. I can't be fake and phony. Follow those that are speaking with common sense. If your nerves get rattled, take time to color. And when I say that, it's metaphorically. When y'all see me and Queen and Dawn talking about coloring, it's metaphorically. That means take your mind and count, count to 10 slowly, and recognize where you're at, recognize what you're about to say, and recognize how it will affect those around you. Some people not going to give a damn. You know, some people they say what they want. They call deceased people and then call people all type of crazy stuff. They don't care. Recognize that they don't care and leave them be. But yeah, to those that are speaking with some common sense, that's fine. But again, I mm, mm, mm. just be mindful, child, because her family going through it. I know my family went through it. I'm just glad it wasn't like this. She said, "Don't ask some shit." Shantae, please be back to this damn live later, because y'all know I'm finna cut up with Clarissa later. That's where my head at. With the Romika case, that hurts my heart to my core. Because I lost a family member like that. And the way they left my cousin body outside like that, it ain't but one coroner. But still, they left my cousin outside for a long time. My baby just sitting in that car, slumped over like that. Mm. But make sure you be back for Clarissa. Come. Her peeps should have sent some of her people over here. They said they're gonna beat me up. So, I gotta make a matter. Because you ain't got no business with a married boyfriend. I don't give a damn. I am going to drag you until you are with a boyfriend that is not married. And I don't care what nobody say about that. Period. She said, I was trying to be cool on Paprissa, but child, the tea is definitely starting to brew. Queen, how can you not see this craziness? You see what these people girl, I be in Miss T Talk, Mr. Skinny, Sweet Mom, Battle Truth. Oh my God, there's so many people speaking. Naya, she did the interview with the girl that got kicked out the Christmas party with the presents. I got to speak on that too, because Clarissa said she ain't answering my question last night. I asked the black ass why you ain't make it right with them children, talking about you never disrespect your fans, and why you kick them little small kids from getting a gift. She wouldn't answer my question. She said, I don't have to answer nothing. I don't got to tell you nothing. Okay, well, don't tell me nothing then. Come now, I'm talk about it. since you said that. I'm surprised her mods didn't block me last night. I sure was talking shit. To my son, don't ask him nothing. How about you don't ask Remy husband nothing? How about that? Hell. Don't ask Remy or Remy husband nothing. You was in her inbox asking her how to dress, and then you was in Papoose inbox asking him can he lick your coochie allegedly. So you don't. How about you don't ask them nothing? How about that? Gonna bring him a plate. That man laid up stick. Let me get off him. Let me get off him. Cause I ain't gonna do right. I'm not gonna do right. Y'all have a beautiful day. Remember to be good to yourselves. Be good to each other, please. I'm not gonna be too good to Clarissa because I like her as a boxer. I don't like her as a side chick. And that's the part I'm dragging, the side chick part. So love y'all. Thanks for joining. Hit that like button. Don't be no hater. And again, shout out to you, that one, for becoming a member. I truly appreciate the support. Bye.